Hello everybody and welcome to your gorgeous Sunday stretches. I hope you have all enjoyed really firing up your body in the past 6 days, because today you get to give your body some stretchy lovely love. We are going to dive straight in. I am going to be using a strap for one of the exercises, but like I said last week, actually all you need is a tea towel or a towel or a belt or a dressing gown strap. Anything that's got a little bit of resistance that you can use unless you're super bendy and able to grab every single part of your body with no problem. So we're going to start with a thoracic three-way. I've switched the camera around to try and make this a little bit brighter for you all. Today we're really going to be focusing on upper body. I don't know about you guys, but after the arms a couple of days ago, I'm still feeling mine. So this is good timing. We're going to start with a thoracic three-way stretch. Oh, and my plait has come out. Let's get you back on. So for your thoracic three-way, what you're looking at, your thoracic spine is from the base of your neck to the top of your lower back. So it's this mid part, that arch in the upper back, and what we really want to do is just stretch through that. So you're going to come into a nice tabletop position, and you're going to nice and square, comfy, and you're going to slide your right arm underneath and round, and you're going to rest on that right shoulder, and you can use a little bit of pressure through that left arm to increase the twist. What I would like you to do is to make sure the twist is focused through that mid-back thoracic area that I just showed you, i.e. sort of between those shoulder blades and just below, rather than twisting really through the low back. More of an upper and mid-back stretch than the lower back stretch. And you're going to hold this stretch for 10 deep, lovely breaths. And you'll find that the breath in is quite tricky because the rib cage is twisted. So really do your best to breathe as deeply as you can, and then on the exhale just relax and let everything go. So deep breath in and out, and breath in and out. And after a few of these stretches you may find that you can get even deeper into the twist. Then you're going to come round to the middle, you're going to stretch the hands out in front, and you're going to drop your chin and your forehead down to the floor, but you're going to keep your hips raised. And this is to really stretch through the shoulders. You're pushing your chest down to the floor, but you're not arching the low back. Again, it's coming more from the upper back and shoulders, almost like you're pushing your armpits to the floor rather than your tummy. And you push down, keep those arms nice and straight and strong if you can, and you're going to hold that for 10 breaths. And then you're going to come up, thread the other arm through, and you can either extend this arm out, or as I say, push to add a little bit of overpressure and hold that one for 10 seconds too. Try not to let the hips sway towards the right. You want to counter them going the opposite way. That will increase the stretch too. So 10 seconds doing each of those. And then 10 breaths rather. Or if you want to do 10 seconds, that's cool. You'll get through it quicker than the 10 breaths. Then after that we've got another shoulder twist, but this time it's going to be opening the front of the chest. So you're going to take your hand like this, and you're going to place the front of the hand down on the floor, like so. Your head turns away from that arm, and this left leg, this arm is stabilizing you, the left leg rolls over to open the front of the chest. Now if you're not feeling a stretch with that, you can change how the arm lies. So the arm can either lie finger and thumb round and down, that will stretch more through the biceps, or you can do palm flat, you can bend the arm up, or you can stretch the arm up. Play around with where this extended arm position is to find where you feel the best stretch through the front of the body. But that's the stretch. So onto the front, hand, I'll do it on this side, hand comes out, this leg then rolls over, and you're going to hold that for 15 seconds. Again, you can bend the arm or you can take it higher, but the cheek and the side of the face stay resting on the floor. Please with that one, make sure your core is engaged, so again you're not twisting through the low back without a bit of protection. So 15 seconds hold on each side with that one, or if you want to hold it for longer, go for 15 breaths. Then we have got lunge tilts. Oh yeah, I was like, what on earth are lunge tilts? Lunge tilts. These are lovely. So the option for the lunge is either to do a high lunge, knee over toe, bottom tucked underneath, leg as straight as you can get. So you should already be feeling a stretch through there. If this is too intense, because this is quite an active posture, just go down into a lower lunge where the toe is either tucked under for stability or down flat to get deeper into those hip flexors. Whichever one you want to do, from that, you're going to take your arm, right wrist, hold onto that right wrist, and you're going to stretch over towards that left side. And you're going to hold that for, what are we doing? We're doing actually 15 seconds. Then hold that for 15 seconds, and then you're going to hold the opposite way for 15 seconds, and then you're going to switch legs and do exactly the same. So I would first of all would establish which lunge pattern you feel most comfortable with. Is it this one? Please don't overarch the back. I'm really naughty for doing that personally. To make sure that doesn't happen, what I suggest is you first of all bend that back leg. So come into lunge, bend the back leg, tuck the bottom underneath, and then straighten that leg as much as you can. It doesn't have to be dead straight. You just have to be feeling a stretch. Then if that's what you're going to hold, you tip to the side, hold for 15 seconds, tip to the other side, hold for 15 seconds, and then switch. But as I say, first of all, find the lunge position that you're comfortable with for holding for that long, either a high lunge, a low lunge, or a foot untucked lunge, and then do the stretches. So that is our lunge tilts. Then we have got our hamstring three-way. So this is our strap three-way stretch. This is such a great way to stretch the hamstrings because the back is really safe because it's nice and neutral. So you're going to come onto your back, you're going to thread the strap around the ball of the foot, come onto your back, foot goes into the air, and you're going to hold onto that. So sideways on, this right leg stays really active and contracted. You can't see it, but my toe on that right foot is pointing up to the ceiling. And then this toe you're pulling down towards you as you contract this quadriceps to straighten the leg. Your leg may be here, folks. That does not matter at all. Your leg may be by your nose, in which case, I hate you. But from this posture, you're going to hold that hamstring there, and you're going to hold it for 10 seconds or 10 breaths, whichever you like. I like using my breathing because it helps me really, really relax into it. But 10 breaths like that. Then you're going to take the strap into your left hand. Right hand goes onto the top of the pelvis, and you're going to drop that left leg out to the side, and you're going to hold that there for 10 seconds. Try not to let this side of the pelvis lift up. That hand is pushing it down. And if you feel that you are tipping, just bring the leg higher again so you're not falling out of the pose. This right leg stays active all the time. And that one for 10 seconds, and then you're going to switch hands again. And this is the killer, because this really gets into your piriformis muscle in your buttocks. This leg is then going to drop across the body without that bottom rolling forwards. So you're just literally taking the foot across the body, and you will feel a stretch through that buttock. You may get a little bit of sciatic nerve compression. If it's too much, you just come out of the stretch a little bit. And again, you're going to hold that for 10 seconds. With that one, you really need to keep that core nice and engaged, just to make sure that you are staying flat and both cheeks are staying flat to the floor rather than rolling one way or the other. And then our last stretch might require some modification because it is a really, really tricky stretch. But this is called, in fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to swap my block. Knee stackers. So this really gets into your glutes, and there's ways that you can do it. You can go for just a simple leg cross, and then you're going to lean forward. And if you feel that stretching through your bottom as you keep your back nice and straight, perfect, stay there. If you can, what we're aiming for is to get this right heel by your left hip and your left heel by your right hip. And then stacking, I mean, you can see my knees don't touch. There's that gap between them there. But it's trying essentially to stack one knee on top of the other. And then from there, you hinge forward. So if I roll to the side here, my knees are stacked, and then from here, I'm just going to hinge forward with a straight spine. And you'll really feel that pulling through your buttocks. There's no need to do this and arch the back. Hinge. Remember what we did with those hip hinges when we did the mobilizations before. Think about sticking your bottom backwards as the chest comes forwards to really stretch through there. Now, to make this slightly easier, you can bring your bottom onto a block or onto a stack of books or whatever you want. That should help to open out the hips a little bit. And then we're going to stay here for 30 seconds on each leg. So we're going to really get quite deep into this final stretch. And you should just really feel it working into the hips and into the glutes. Ooh-wee. To make it slightly easier, as I say, you can start in just a simple leg cross. If you can't go for a full cross and stack, try double pigeon instead, where you sit with your, and I'm really bad, you can see, hello knee, where you're putting ankle over knee and knee over ankle, and then exactly the same thing, lift up and hinge forward as much as you can. Again, if you sit on a block, whoop, or a stack of books, you can see instantly that that really helps me get that knee further down, and I'm really feeling it in that hip and in those glutes. So try one of those, see how it goes. If it's just too intense for you, I instead want you to go and revisit the figure 4, which we did last Sunday, where you put your ankle on your knee and then you pull through like this, or you put your foot on the floor. And then keep doing those, because the more you then do those figure 4 exercises, eventually you're going to work towards being able to do the knee stacker. So I hope you enjoy these Sunday stretches. I'm looking forward to them, folks. My arms are kind of on fire still from yesterday, but I love it. Anyway, I will see you all soon. Enjoy your Sunday. I hope you've had a beautiful sunny weekend, and I will chat with you all soon. Bye.